Thank you to Huel for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit.
Hello, tiny people of the Reject Nation.
We're here to watch Ant-Man. Well, we both got our Choose Your Mutant shirts in on this very exact day. Go to rejectnationshop.com. You can get one of these tees as well.
Every so often we get a new Reject shirt that I would have bought, and this is one of those.
I hope you wear it at Comic-Con.
I will one day.
One day. 5 years from now.
No, I mean one of the 4 days.
I know what you mean.
I will. 2029. When it doesn't help.
So I have for sure only seen this twice.
I think I'm twice. I think once in theaters and then once on like one of my marathons.
I think I only watched it right before Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think that's the only time I've ever rewatched it. So
I think theaters and then Endgame. I think on the road to Endgame I rewatched it.
God, it's so weird. I can remember watching like these in the theaters as if it was yesterday. God, 2015 this came out?
Decade, dude.
Oh my God.
This movie is a decade plus.
All right, well.
That is haunting.
They changed a lot of this from what it's like in the comics.
Michael Douglas is retired.
Yeah.
She's retired.
That's nuts. All right, well, let's enjoy it.
He doesn't seem happy. Hello, Hank.
I like that stark mislead.
Supposed to be in Moscow.
I took a detour.
Oh, this
Some of
was
the
like,
best de-aging.
I think this was their first time using it.
Depends if you think it's a poor attempt to replicate my work, even for this group.
There's so many Peggy Carter cameos in the MCU.
Yeah, she's like Nick Fury. She's in it a lot.
The Pym particle is the most revolutionary science ever developed.
Hope she made bank.
And now you try to steal my research?
If only you'd protected Janet with such ferocity, Dr. Pym.
Damn.
What a jerks thing to say.
Easy, Hank.
You mention my wife again, and I'll show you ferocity.
Don't look at me, you said it. The Pym particle is a miracle, please. Don't let your past determine the future.
As long as I am alive.
That is really good de-aging.
It's incredible. It's like 11 years ago. I think there's so much footage of him, they were probably able to compare a lot of data.
I love that there's a two different actors for Howard Stark for young and old.
Yeah.
But Peggy Carter is all playing
Just
the
makeup.
same
Just gotta be. There's no one like her.
You really want to find out what it's like when you can't see him coming? I've known Hank Pym for a long time. He's no security risk.
Both are great Howard Starks, too. Like, I like the different generations of them. It's also crazy people talk about Spider-Man being like Iron Man Jr. and Iron Man casts a pall over the entire MCU. Like I don't think there's a movie in a row that doesn't have a Stark in it.
I mean, it's kind of funny because a lot of the Stark stuff comes from, like, literally we were talking about how Hank Pym was the one who created Ultron. At one point he fused with Ultron.
Yeah.
And he sort of, and Hank Pym was also one of the founding Avengers, you know?
Yeah, but everything's Stark-based at all.
I like the Paul Rudd adaptation of him.
I think he's a great Scott Lang. It's a very tricky thing to go no young Hank Pym at all, but he's a good Scott Lang.
Okay, what if I come in on the left side, right? Just out here, you see this right now? I miss you, Scott. I miss you too, Peachy.
Infinitely likable Paul Rudd.
I view Scott a little bit more like a blue collar worker, and I like the kind of like quippy con man criminal.
Well,
dude.
I think of Scott Lang as like full blown criminal because of the irredeemable Ant-Man stuff that was coming out, where they made like a crime Ant-Man.
What's up, man?
That was the third guy. I forget his name.
You think I'm gonna miss my Shelly getting out?
Hey, how's your girl, man?
She left me.
The Michael Peña monologues.
And my dad got deported. But I got the van.
The still lock-off shots at Peña are gold.
And I gotta introduce you to some people, some really skilled people.
Not interested. I got a daughter to take care of.
You know that jobs don't come easy for ex-cons, right?
Look, man, I got a master's in electrical
Doesn't he
engineering, all right?
like have Cassie has like a heart condition in the comic, and that's why he goes to crime.
Yeah, there's like an actual heart behind it.
Would you like to try our mango fruit blast? I will have...
Oh, this dude, he's in Fallout.
Darby, could you just take care of this idiot? Thanks.
I never saw the official like promos of Baskin-Robbins, but I know there's a whole like tie-in.
They did so much promo for this.
I'm sorry. I don't do it anymore. I just try.
Respect. Couldn't be happier about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Can't really keep you on.
Wait, what? Fired?
Yeah.
Look, it wasn't a violent crime. I mean, I'm a good worker.
No, it wasn't a violent crime. It was a cool crime. To be totally off the books. Off. If you want to grab one of those mango fruit blasts on your way out the door, I'll just pretend I didn't see it.
That sounds so good right now.
It does, it really does. It's 100 degrees here. So mango fruit. It does. I forgot he did.
He's the only white guy here.
He is a mid-40s white guy in this point. That man does... I know he ages, but it is impressive how he ages.
Fired.
Damn, they find out who you are? Baskin-Robbins always finds out, bro.
Baskin-Robbins don't play.
T.I.
That's Kurt. He was Folsom for 5 years. He's a wizard on that laptop.
David Dasmalchian.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Actual ride or die comic nerd.
Robbery involves threat. I hate violence. I burgled them.
You mean you're a
Yeah.
He hacks into the security system and transfers millions back to the people that they stole it from. And he drove dude's Bentley into his swimming pool.
Wow, made him a real Robin Hood.
My cousin talked to this guy 2 weeks ago about this little perfect job.
No way.
No, wait. This guy fits your MO.
I'm finished, man. I'm not going back to jail.
It's some retired millionaire living off his golden parachute. It's a perfect Scott Lang mark.
I don't care. I'm out.
We still haven't had Michael Peña recounts the Marvel Universe yet, and that's how you set up Doomsday, guys. That's what we need.
Awesome.
I like, how have they not capitalized on Michael Peña just monologuing the whole journey? It's right there. Should have done a friend game. Do it for Doomsday.
Yeah?
Yes, I'm still alive.
I heard he took this role because he was excited to play sort of against type in the Marvel Universe.
Perhaps.
It is interesting to see him do this kind of movie after so long, because he was such the guy in the 80s and 90s.
Hank Pym.
I'm going to say that right to his face.
Good morning, Hank.
Evangeline Lilly, that's her name.
I was surprised to receive any kind of invitation. What's the occasion?
Oh, you'll see. Only hope.
They really adapted and changed a lot.
Oh, this is such a loose Ant-Man.
I guess some old wounds never heal, huh?
It's interesting because Peyton Reed wanted to do Fantastic Four so bad that he did this to get there, and then none of that happened.
Doesn't Scott Lang help find some, like, version of Fantastic Four? I forget what it's called. Future Foundation? Is that what it's called? Or something like that.
The FF has a Future Foundation. All of Scott's involved.
I forget what. There's something involved with that. And Hope is like practically a made-up character, right?
Yeah, because Janet Van Dyne's important. Hope is like...
This company's founder and my mentor, Dr. Hank Pym.
And Hank's the one who becomes Yellowjacket.
Like, they did everything different.
When I took over this company for Dr. Pym, I immediately started researching a particle that could change the distance between atoms.
A soldier the size of an insect.
That would be cool.
The ultimate secret weapon.
Both this and Captain America.
An ant.
So many stories that we did not get.
Yeah, there's a lot of contextless backstory.
So many stories that we could have gotten.
Silly,
They
I
want
know.
everything to be present.
Propaganda. Tales to astonish.
That's where he started.
Smart.
Was the Ant-Man real?
Just a tall tale.
Right.
Da-dum-tsh.
Anything so miraculous possibly be real?
This movie looks a little like the modern flattening everything bright problem.
Oh, it's got that television, like, standard close look.
I'm noticing it throughout so far.
It's kind of the same way Avengers Assemble was a shot.
I am proud to present the end of warfare as we know it. The Yellowjacket.
Yeah, none of this was given to Darren Cross in the comics, and it's actually a pretty solid, like,
Yellowjacket
adaptation, I would
is
say,
an all-purpose
in terms of, like,
weapon
remixing,
of
though.
war.
I mean, it works, especially in the MCU. It feels like a successor to Stark.
Time to return to a simpler age. One where the powers of freedom, the Yellowjacket, can manage any conflict on the geopolitical landscape.
Damn, what would the Edgar Wright version have been?
I wonder often.
And the elimination
Especially after Running Man was not an Edgar Wright movie.
Army of Yellowjackets will create a sustainable environment of well-being around the world.
Okay, this is the stuff I don't remember.
The Yellowjacket.
So it's a suit.
So they represent more like bees.
There's a reason that I buried these secrets.
So you finally admit it. We could have done this together.
Hank, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
That's
man.
what he gets out of all that. I've been a crazy person for years.
Dr. Cross.
Corey Stoll's a good actor. He has a lot of presence and a lot going on behind his eyes when he just delivers simple dialogue.
We have to make our move, Hank. Just give me the suit and let me finish this once and for all.
No.
I have Cross's complete trust.
It's too dangerous.
Nadia. That's what the actual daughter's called.
I think I found a guy.
Who?
And that's right. When I saw Peggy Carter, it's reminded me of is that his wife. They changed her name because his wife is called Peggy in the comics.
It's the Martha problem. There's only so many names in the 60s, apparently.
You know, right now, if I wanted to, I could arrest you.
It's good to see you too, Paxton.
Mommy's so happy you're here. She choked on her drink.
This kid is adorable.
For you.
Can I open it now?
Of course, sweetheart. It's your birthday.
He's married to Maura McTaggart. Rose Byrne.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You are my bestest friend.
Ugh.
He's so ugly. I love him. Can I go show my friends?
The pride and love.
No one's be recast him as much as Cassie has.
Truly, every movie.
We'll figure it out. But for now, I want you out of my daughter's birthday.
It's my house.
So what? It's my kid.
It's my
You
kid.
can't just show up here. You know that. Come on.
She's always good at playing
I know, but you can't just show up.
the
Off-put,
ex-wife
but
who's kind.
She's
Yeah.
good, but she's upset, frustrated. We need a frustrated ex. We got her.
They do typecast. That is her weird
We need
type.
Pam Grier. I think that's her name.
No, what's her name? Pam Grier's.
Oh, she's
black woman.
from the
So they're like the 60s and stuff. What is her name? I forgot her name now.
Judy Greer.
Judy Greer.
Yes. I was so sure too.
I missed so much time, and I want to be a part of her life.
Look at how well they set up how time is what he wants most, and then they put Kang in a movie that they don't use time
A
in.
job, pay child support. And then we will
That is
talk
true.
about
They
visitation
literally set up the
bonus.
perfect villain to have time be the thing because he's in prison, his daughter passing by, and they don't weaponize time with Kang. It's crazy. This is where they start to unravel.
I'm sorry you have such deep concerns about the Yellowjacket, Frank.
Wow, they don't close those doors.
We can't just do whatever we want. Be nice, though, right? But there are laws.
What laws? Of man? The laws of nature transcend the laws of man, and I've transcended the laws of nature.
Well, okay.
Darren, I don't think you
I feel like it's just
understand.
a thing.
Ew.
We still haven't worked out all the bugs.
Ah.
Just killed that guy. Still moving little nebula.
I don't know if I've ever done a contemplative look at myself in the mirror.
Ever?
Like, who are you? I don't think I've ever done that.
Oh, dude, missing out. That's where a lot of the best panic attacks can happen.
Gratitude can be forgiveness. I've spent years carrying around my anger for Hank Pym. I devoted my genius to him. Could have worked anywhere. He never believed in you. It's a shame what we had to do, but he forced us to do it. But we shouldn't be angry. We should be grateful.
I didn't realize how,
Because his failures as a mentor.
or I don't remember how fun soap opera-y this first act is. It's such like a soap opera.
Very melodramatic.
How's the party?
Tell me about that tip.
What?
Want to know about that tip?
I like the beer first and then immediate pause. This setup's good.
Just need to know where it came from. It's got to be airtight.
I was at a wine tasting with my cousin Ernesto. It was mainly reds, and you know I don't like reds, man. You know, but there was a rosé that saved the day. It was delightful.
It's the wrong details. It's the wrong. It has nothing to do with the story.
He tells me that she's working as a housekeeper now, right? And she's dating this dude, Carlos, who was a shot caller from across the bay.
I heard Edgar Wright didn't even come up with this stuff, what everyone thought.
I always thought he did the suitcase.
Carlos says, yo, man, this guy's got a big-ass safe just sitting in the basement. Of course, Ernesto comes to me because he knows I got mad thieving skills. Of course, I ask him, did Emily tell Carlos to tell you to get to me what kind of safe it was? And he said,
Give me the whole MCU 20 minutes of this.
David Dastmalchian is like the comic book guy.
Oh, dude, he writes them, and well, he's got a bunch of good comics. He stars in
he-
DC and Marvel.
He was in Flash, Gotham.
His first role
The
was in
Suicide
The Dark
Squad,
Knight.
Dark Knight.
He was an unknown.
Yeah,
The Dark Knight.
He's in so much. He's done voiceover work.
Yeah,
He's
Polka
done
Dot Man.
so much comic book properties, like across the board.
And is actually a guy you want to meet at a con. He's the sweetest. David's awesome. And a good talk show host. His Grave Conversations, solid.
Oh yeah, I remember that. There are some good ones.
No one will be making for distress call tonight.
I'll check.
Check.
Jay.
Oh, I love that house.
I love how he's like a tech computer guy who
does parkour.
Had to change a heart and became like, I'm gonna do these Robin Hood activities. I just happen to have these skill sets where I can also like do parkour.
He was a gymnast or something. O'Grady, Sean O'Grady. That's the irredeemable Ant-Man. That's more who he's based off of. The third Ant-Man, or the third main one. Been trying to Google less, and now my brain works more. That came to me after 15 minutes of just letting it percolate. Sean O'Grady.
There's a fingerprint lock on the door.
Oh, man, are we screwed?
They did such a good job for whatever reason, I would never imagine Hank Pym living in this house. So like the reveal of it was funny because they didn't say old man's house, and I didn't put it together first time.
This is actually a clever set of skills, goddamn.
It's a burglar. Cat burglar.
Do you think that would work?
I don't know. I also feel like Disney wouldn't put it in a movie if it would work. Like, you don't put certain explosive recipes in Fight Club and stuff.
How serious we talking, Scotty?
Made from the same steel as the Titanic.
Can you crack it?
Remember what that iceberg did?
Yeah, man, it killed DiCaprio.
Not to kill the old lady. She still throw the jewel into the oceans.
Such a cartoon character.
It really is. That whole trio, really.
How he's doing all this under 20 minutes is so impressive.
The mattress, such a good detail.
What are you doing?
Poured water in the locking mechanism and froze it with nitrogen. Place expands.
Yeah, this is like right when the movie truly picks up into something good.
Well, now it's a heist movie for the first time.
You could like feel the shift in like engagement.
Yeah, no, I definitely am like, oh, I'm watching. Before the melodrama was like, okay, we're getting there, moving along.
There's nothing here.
What'd you say?
It's an old motorcycle suit.
There's no cash, no jewelry, nothing?
Bitchin' motorcycle suit.
1910 motorcycle suit.
I know you needed a scorer.
I like the chemicals in the back being like setting up. They could be the Pym particles and like prototype stuff. And
I heard that some of the ant stuff, they actually were like later shots. A lot of it was like, I think they call them macro cameras. Like they would actually film some actual ants and stuff and then they mix it in with
then
CGI.
put them in.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Severance.
We never have solved that part of Severance, have we? The lambs.
There's like 55 questions left.
Yeah, I mean, that's all right. We'll definitely get there, season 3. The work is important. Mysterious and important.
though.
A sacrificial lamb.
Goopity goop goop goop.
It's time for lamb chops. Play along. Where you come to play along.
Darren's not like a competitive CEO guy in the comics, right? Like he's just like kind of like a Silvermane or something like that. Is that what he's like?
He's more like, yeah, he's a crime lord.
Yeah, but he's not. Doesn't have some competitive fucking tech
Most
company.
of this is invented in this direction.
I'm not saying it's a problem. It's just it's fascinating to see like how
name them that. Like
how-
they just name a different character.
It's just so different, you know. He had like a heart problem, and that's what there's like something things like surgeon. I'm trying to like fucking crack my memory here.
I have not thought of that character.
Something about like he had to have a surgery. It's the same surgeon for
his daughter.
For his daughter, yeah, right.
Dude, vaguely. It's been just as long since the first one came out that I read that stuff because it was like
research for then.
Yeah.
Hey man, the suit fits perfectly.
Good thing I'm exactly Michael Douglas's height and weight.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Scotty, what's up, man?
What's he embarrassed of? Could have just been like, I'm trying this on.
Cool. Oh, the effects hold up really well.
Damn, that looked really good. Holy shit.
The particles in there really sell it.
It's different from down here, doesn't it, Scott?
Wait, who said that?
Trial by fire, Scott. Or in this case, water.
Oh, so he's just gonna go take a shower? Thought
As soon as he got home. Not looking for Scott at all.
Oh, so cool.
Beautiful. 11 years ago. It really does look great.
Yeah, now it's like you had the fun of the heist, now you got the kicking of the heart and wonder.
Guess you're tougher than you thought.
Oh, I don't want to see this.
Yes, you're tougher than you thought. The beginning of mentorship right there. Where the fuck do they live?
Yeah, what are they above? Like a midday nightclub? What's happening? Before the pandemic, where people just clubbed on a Thursday at 2, wearing these outfits.
Oh, damn, you're already getting your hopping skills down, dude. Well, we know he can hop.
We have seen the parkour.
Oh, right next door is a woman vacuuming.
A lot happening in this apartment.
With her family. What is this?
Yeah,
what is this building? Where do these pipes lead to?
Science lab, for sure. All right, that's plausible.
Yeah.
Ant-Man is not that woman is not bothered by the club next door midday. Look, it's light outside. It's daytime. Ant-Man. Was that first person play Ant-Man?
What do you mean?
In either a PBS or an SNL skit, he played Ant-Man.
Really?
Yeah. That cameo was the first guy to wear the Ant-Man costume in like the 60s.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that cameo was really rad for like deep cuts.
He returned the whole thing.
You are under arrest! No, I didn't steal anything. I was returning something I stole.
You almost had us convinced that you were going to change your ways. They were really rooting for you. It's going to break their hearts. You got a visitor.
Remember the Titans.
Oh, shit. Disney family.
I'm starting to think that you prefer the inside of a jail cell. Sit down.
It's cool. You ever seen security cam footage where Ant goes across it? It's pretty awesome. It's like,
Now
whoa,
there's
Ant looks
dozens.
massive.
Look how big that is.
The moment things get hard, you turn right back to crime. You can either spend the rest of your life in prison or go back to your cell. Why do you think I let you steal that suit in the first
I forgot how fucking great he is in this movie.
Oh,
Michael
Douglas is so good, dude.
He's so good in this, yeah. I forgot how great he is.
I feel like everyone that watches any movie that he's in the 80s is like, Michael Douglas was kind of a thing, huh? And it's like, yeah.
So the next time you think you might see one, I suggest you take a real close look at it.
Remember that period where he had cancer and everyone was scared he was going to die? And then,
Yeah. Apparently it was throat cancer from a lot of Zeta Jones meals.
Too much pubic hair in the throat.
You know, it really just irritates and causes, you know, you never know.
Is Daddy a bad man? I heard some grown-ups say he's bad.
Daddy just gets confused sometimes, you know?
I also don't know if I'm right about this because I don't remember Paul Rudd too well in the other ones. I don't remember him being this smart. Like, he's really smart in this movie. And I feel like he's kind of dumbed down.
I think to apply to the story, they do make him like he's the comic relief. So I don't know if that always applies.
Yeah.
Like here, he's still funny, but I don't think of those moments. Does he help with the time traveling?
I don't know. I think he's just dumbed down.
Yeah.
I think he just becomes Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Under the door.
I love the force perspective stuff with the practical they were able to do.
Yeah, the scale differences is the big thing they had to get down.
What?
Like that bottle cap's probably, 20 feet, 30.
Get back! Get back!
Scott, these are my associates.
What?
The camera.
Where's the car?
No car. We've got wings. Incoming.
That would take me some adjusting to.
Yeah.
Like, I
A
gotta go.
helicopter-sized ant.
I gotta be on a bug. Oh my god.
It's Anthony.
How safe
Just get on the damn ant, Scott.
To this day, this is still my favorite promo for any Ant-Man, for any Marvel movie is the ants. Ants.
Shouldn't I not be on a police car?
Past their 5-block perimeter.
Whoa! All right.
Oh, what a fun adventure.
You're throwing 247 off balance. Do you have any idea how many ants there are?
This is such an inverse of a lot of our other MCU experiences that we've had.
That was such a sick shot.
Yeah, it was cool.
I think I'm getting that.
We're like Act 1 is rough, but it gets better, like so much better when it gets to Act 2.
Yeah.
The other ones have been like, oh, it's kind of rough. It's kind of good, but no, it's getting rough now.
I'm now more engaged than I've been the whole time.
Time out. All right, hold on. Just wait.
And it's got some sauce. Like it's saying
it's
something.
got
There's a visual
style,
aesthetic.
too. Yeah.
I can't a little like snooze button.
One of my favorite tie-ins was that Marvel Zombies we watched where they tied it into San Fran and how the characters interact, and that felt so Avengers because of setting.
Yeah, those Ant-Man, the actual shots of there are so cool and necessary, especially if you were aware of Edgar Wright, because Act 1 has like no sauce.
Nope, it's just a drama.
And then you needed to be like, okay, all right, Peter, you're delivering some good shit here.
Yeah, we
You know?
found our way. Here we are, Ant-Man.
Like the dialogue scenes or whatever in terms of shot, but at least the action looks fucking awesome.
Hey, look. Whoa.
Ew, so creepy.
So many good uses of ants. Who knew?
Giant tropical bullet ants ranked highest on the Schmidt Pain Index. They're here to keep an eye on you when I can.
Can't ant.
Aaron's waiting for you downstairs.
Who? How am I supposed to do this? All right, just one step at a time.
It's smart, man, because the average human is like Scott, where you're creeped out by ants and stuff.
There's like unnerving, just in general, to insects.
But then, yeah, the relationship forming.
I assume that you've already met my daughter, Hope.
I did. She's great.
I go to all this effort to let you steal my suit, and then Hope
Okay, we can try this, and when he fails, I'll do it myself.
has to do with his job.
Gave us a good escape sequence, then rationalizes why the back and forth.
I was very impressed with how you managed to get past my security system.
Were you watching me?
Scott, I've been watching you for a while, ever since you robbed Mr. Corp. Oh,
Baby Paul Rudd.
Burgled.
It was supposed to be unbeatable, but you beat it. Would you like some sugar?
He's going to give him a big kiss.
You know what? I'm okay. Right. But how do you make them do that?
I use electromagnetic waves to stimulate their olfactory nerve center. I can go anywhere, hear anything, and see everything.
Michael Douglas is so good at selling how insane that is, making it normal. Like, I control ants.
And he has just enough of that, like, crazy intensity.
Yeah, the mad scientist underneath.
I learned how to change the distance between atoms. That's what powers the suit. That's why it works.
Is he the first kind of like big actor to play, like big at the time to play a Marvel character?
In terms of like a legendary prestige actor, yeah.
Because like Downey Jr. was not in people's good graces. Renner, Hemsworth, Tom, all of them were new.
Although he did bang Glenn Close in that one movie, and she's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, but as a lead. I think he's the first lead that's like established.
Assistant. I thought I saw something in him.
Chris Pratt was unknown.
He was brilliant, but as we became close, he began to suspect, and I became obsessed with recreating my formula. But I wouldn't help him. Voted me out of my own company.
How could he do that?
The board's chairman is my daughter, Hope.
Smart man. Smart man.
Process is highly volatile. My specialized helmet can affect the brain's chemistry. I don't think Darren realizes this, and, he's not the most stable guy to begin with.
Yes, Hank's like deals with a lot more like depression and shit.
Mm-hmm. And violent. He's like,
did he like punch Jenny?
And in the Ultimate Universe, he beat her, like, and he sprays her with mace and shrinks her down and like assaults her.
I want that Disney Plus show.
Don't worry, Michael Douglas is down to play. But yeah, Ultimate Ant-Man's crazy violent.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to break into a place and steal some shit.
You gonna be home for dinner tonight?
Yeah.
Are you trying to find my daddy?
Yeah, I am, sweetheart.
Hope you don't catch him.
When I was like 8 years old, I saw Bobby Cannavale in a miniseries called Kingpin, where he was sexually assaulted in prison. Now, every time I see him, I think of that scene, because that was the first sexual assault scene in prison I had ever seen.
Whoa, leaves a mark.
Yep.
Tiny sheep lamb. It says so much about his character that's his instinct. It's awe and wonder, and then...
That's Mitchell Carson, ex-head of defense at S.H.I.E.L.D. Unless we break in and steal the Yellowjacket and destroy all the data.
I think our first move should be calling the Avengers.
What everyone was asking ever since the first Avengers movie.
This is not some cute technology like the Iron Man suit. This could change the texture of reality.
Stark and Scott get along pretty well, don't they?
There's sometimes some riffs, but overall, yeah.
Scott, they are ants. Ants, they can do a lot of things.
Scott,
but they still need a leader.
Hank has been out of the Avengers for so long in the comics now because they basically turned him into Ultron. Like, he is physically Ultron in the comics.
I'm a thief.
Right,
I'm a good thief, but this is insane.
He's right, Hank, and you know it. I was against using him when we had months. Now we have days. I'm wearing the suit.
Absolutely not.
We don't have time to screw
Hope,
around.
please,
He is
listen
a criminal.
to me, please.
I'm your daughter.
No!
He feels bad about beating Janet.
Yeah, thinks about it all the time.
I hope that was in Michael Douglas's actual homework.
It's the backstory he plays everything from.
Yeah, the last time before she shrunk down and got lost in the quantum realm.
That really changed the comic character
the
forever.
shit out of her.
For 30 years, he was just like a hero science guy, and then he beats his wife once, and then forever that guy, because that's, you don't come back from
And
that.
you
Hank
can't
Pym.
hit your wife.
You don't come back from doing that storyline.
She's right, Hank. I'm not your guy.
You think I don't want to? I can't. I spend years wearing it.
I'm actually 32.
You're our only option.
Although, like, the physical damage and the emotional trauma is a great excuse to explain why he hasn't been part of the movie Avengers world.
Yeah.
At this point.
Because they do allude to that as the Ant-Man legacy grows.
This is your chance. The chance to earn that look in your daughter's eyes. It's not about saving our world. It's about saving theirs.
If they did like a young Hank Pym back Avengers 1, they could have done like Patrick Wilson. It would have been great.
Yeah, actually, that would be a good pick.
I need you to be the Ant-Man. In the right hands,
You can do parkour.
the suit has power. The man harnesses that power. Now dive through the keyhole, Scott. You charge big.
Useless.
It's day one.
When your small energies compress, so you have the force of a 200-pound
Because
man
of all the
behind a
rewrites and shit and delays, he trained for like a year for this movie. Paul Rudd.
And he's shredded.
Yeah.
He looks great in this.
Show me. Terrible.
You want to show me how to punch? Show me.
Hope trained in martial arts at a difficult time.
Oh, by difficult time, he means when my mother died.
We lost her in a plane crash.
Could you please stop telling me that lie? We're working here.
We find out in the next one and then Quantumania.
I think we find out in this
Going for
movie.
the hand?
Oh, do we?
Yeah. And Quantumania is the one where you're searching for her.
Right.
Yeah.
We find out here?
Or now I'm in the Wasp one where you're like for Quantumania is the third one.
Yeah. We don't find out in this one.
I think we find out that she got lost. But I don't think we know she's in the Quantumania till the next one.
Okay.
What does that mean?
It means that you would enter a quantum realm.
There it is.
It means that you would enter a reality where all concepts of time and space, everything that you know and love, gone forever.
Cool. Yeah. If it ain't broke.
The ants, loyal, brave, and your partners on this job.
It's not since the first Iron Man that we've seen a guy have to like really figure out the suit and figure out how to like be a hero.
Hey.
Like Captain America kind of got it down right away. Thor was already existing.
Great effect.
That was a lot scarier a second ago.
He's so good, man.
Reject Nation, summer is here, and that means routine gets obliterated. We got travel. We got barbecue. Late nights, long work days, looking up at 1 p.m., realizing I've only been running on snacks and vibes. But something like H-U-E-L, Huel, is what I love at a time like this. Their Black Edition powder. Said it many times because it's freaking true. I used Huel quite often during my cut last year. And to this day, I still have it several times a week. My move is mixing their powder in a variety of flavors with my non-dairy yogurt that I love so much. So it turns into this like legit pudding situation. Or sometimes blending it with an at-home acai bowl. I'm so LA. The ready-to-drinks are great as well. Like, that's what I was mainly using last year. But, like, this year, Coy, he's been drinking Huel constantly while getting wedding ready. If you guys follow him on Instagram, you can see a lot of his progress. And you know throughout this year, he's been drinking Huel. He would drink it on camera, evidence. So, guys, the Huel Black Edition is a complete meal. 40 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber. You got to get your fiber, people. 27 essential vitamins and minerals, gluten-free, no artificial sweeteners or colors, vegan-friendly. Under $5 per meal. And if you're using the powder, it only takes like 30 seconds to make, or get the ready to drink. That's even better in a rush. After checkout, you can fill out the survey and say Real Rejects sent you. Limited time offer. Get 15% off Huel online with my code REJECTS at the link in the description box and pinned comment and the link right here on screen. New customers only, limited time. So don't sit on it. Thank you to Huel for once again helping to support my lifestyle and for partnering up with us yet again.
There's a security guard posted around the clock. We'll need you to take him out to deactivate the security systems.
Who's next? Hey guys, remember me from the bedroom?
That is scary.
Terrifying.
The only access point is a tube we estimate to be about 5 meters in diameter.
That's such a funny script, though.
Feeling in my stomach.
The tube is protected by a laser grid.
Death Star.
Wait a minute, I know this guy. I'm gonna call him Anthony.
You're really gonna have to learn how to control him. Tell them to put the sugar in the teacup.
Oh, you okay? Did I?
This is our first montage in a while. You're right. Of
Yeah.
like this type. Cap did have a shorter one.
Yeah, there it is. baby.
Shredded Rudd.
That's like 5% body fat.
Yeah, that is a lean man.
The suit has no weapons.
Good for you,
so
Paul.
I made you these discs. Red shrinks.
But it was smart to not have him be like
blue enlarges.
Big.
Yeah. He has to be like cardio ready.
Nimble like an ant.
They are handy to get you in and out of difficult places.
Damn, I love the variation of ants. It's so smart.
All the weapons in his tool set.
They're not listening to me.
You have to commit. You have to mean it.
Our focus should be on helping Scott.
Really? Is that where our focus should be?
The lighting utilizes daylight so much. Like it's constant like yellow daylight.
I do think of ants as day creatures.
That's true.
I mean, you'll see a lot of night ants. I mean, they're small enough you could, but
Because yeah, this movie has like a very like yellow look to it.
yeah, and the green walls adds to that. I think.
Oh, darkness.
I don't know why I came to you in the first place.
That hair does no favors for her.
No, she's a very pretty woman with a very bad wig or Karen haircut. I don't know. Either way, I agree.
Oh, God.
You gotta lock your doors.
Do you have any idea what he's asking me to risk? You know when my mother died? I didn't see him for 2 weeks. He just sent me off to boarding school.
That's the Hank Pym I know. That's the one who hits his wife right there.
Yep, that's that backstory.
He trusts you.
Then why are you here?
I'm expendable. That's why I'm here. You must have realized that by now. I mean, that's why I'm in the suit and you're not. He'd rather lose this fight than lose you.
Oh.
You're so hot, Scott. Now that you have abs and emotions.
Now that I've seen your abs and that you care.
I called the cops on you. What's her name?
Cassie.
It's a pretty name. You have to clear your mind, Scott. You have to make your thoughts precise. That's how it works.
This is the definition of a movie that really knows like what it's aiming for. Like it's like breezy fun. It really is just like it's not trying to be deeper than what it is, nor is it like shortcutting on it. Like it just knows exactly like we want to be a tight hour 50-minute heist movie. Let's go.
Bring it on, director Peyton Reed. Knew what he wanted. This movie makes it thinks that ants are everywhere at all times.
And it's fucking creepy as hell. I've woken up covered in ants before. Fucking
It
awful.
is so, yeah. Sometimes you go camping and you're just unprepared for what's going to happen.
That's good.
Hell yeah.
That is such a pretty house.
Darren does the flick, and he does the other version of a flick.
Good point.
Your mother convinced me to let her join me on my missions.
This is the flashback.
She was born to it. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't regret having said yes. It was 1987. Separatists had hijacked a Soviet missile silo in Kursk.
Evangeline Lilly's already in the edge of tears. What a great mystery to her, because you hadn't cast her yet.
Yeah, it's a perfect way to just have her present without
mechanics was through solid titanium.
Great shot, my God. The visuals sometimes are so impressive.
Yeah. Cool.
I knew I had to shrink between the molecules to disarm the missile.
I wonder who played her here. Some stunt woman.
Probably, yeah. You can see like Ryan Meinerding's previs in these footage. Like it looks like his drawing style. Like this, even the lighting looks like his previs. The Marvel head of visual effects, like his work looks like that.
She turned off her regulator and went subatomic to deactivate the bomb.
Why'd you lie about that? She's a hero.
Your mom died a hero.
Yeah, why'd you lie about that?
Car accidents, hell of a thing to say for this long.
You were trying to bring her back.
But all I learned was we know nothing.
They did all this build up about the quantum realm. And then when you finally get time to hang out there, it's like not that amazing.
They don't do great. It does not pay off that great.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be a different journey by the time we're there.
I was trying to protect you. I lost your mother. I didn't mean to lose you, too.
Oh, didn't want her to act and go looking. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
This is awesome. You know, you guys are breaking down walls. You're healing. It's important. I ruined the moment, didn't I?
Yes, you did, yes.
I'm gonna make some tea.
Nailed it!
Now that they've healed, I'm better.
I will learn to train. Let's all grow and shrink.
That's a good boy.
Well, they did say the ants need a leader, so if his leadership has got their shit in order,
Then he can lead
Yeah.
the ants. Those chemicals we saw in the safe getting used.
It's freezing! You couldn't make a suit with a flannel lining?
We needed to counteract the transmission blockers that Cross installed in the Future's vault.
So much information.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they justify it in some sentence, then I go, okay.
I believe that is what is occurring.
Now, Scott.
Squadron A, go! B, go! All right, Anthony, please don't drop me this time.
Woo! You've had a week to train for this. You're prepared.
Hey, didn't you say this was some old warehouse?
This blew my mind the first time. This was so cool.
You son of a
You son of a bitch.
Abort now.
Anthony, get me to the roof.
He's gonna lose his suit.
He's gonna lose his life.
They set up this Avengers tower and the whole new Avengers team, and like we never
really got
you
them.
can't do anything with it yet.
Got them at the Age of Ultron assembled. We see this here, and then Infinity War. Yeah.
What's going on down there, Sam?
It's the Falcon.
It's the Falcon. He knows him like a real Avenger. It's the Falcon.
He can't see me.
I can see you.
He can see me. Hi,
I'm Scott.
Did he just say hi, I'm Scott?
So who the hell are you? I'm Ant-Man. Ant-Man. What, you haven't heard of me? No, you wouldn't have heard of me. You want to...
That's it? No follow-up. You wouldn't have heard of me.
Located the breach, bringing him in.
Sorry about this.
What the hell are you doing?
He withheld his strength. He could have killed him.
Yeah.
He's just a man. And he's the only Avenger here. Scarlet Witch is living her best life right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, of all the new Avengers, this was a smart pairing. Because at this point, he's a dude.
Oh, I love the difference in sound design when they did the close-up on him.
That's enough.
Nice, nice. He's got to learn to shrink and go big.
Anthony, little help.
I've lost visual.
Was he in Age of Ultron as Falcon ever? I don't really remember that.
Nope. This is his first appearance after Winter Soldier. Like,
I think he's at
Falcon,
the,
right?
I think he's at the party in Age of Ultron, but I don't
not
know.
Falcon.
Yeah,
That's first, like, full Falcon.
It's really important to me that Cap never finds out about this.
The misleading New Avengers Tower is also really solid.
And dangerous. You jeopardized everything.
So he gets a cool win. He's smart.
You got it.
I was good, wasn't I?
Hey, how about the fact that I fought an Avenger and didn't die?
Let's not dwell on the past. We gotta finish our planning.
Don't mind him. You did good.
Yeah. Abs, emotion, and you're good at the end.
That's right. Now I'm invested. What are you doing in my house?
How the hell did you get in here?
Left the front door open, Hank. It's official. You're old. I have good news.
Really?
The company you created is about to become one of the most profitable operations.
I don't think I ever enjoyed Corey Stoll in this movie as much as I am now.
Oh, he was a highlight for me because he was in a bunch of really great stuff around this time, and I was excited they cast him. He's fun, man. He's mustache twirling all the way.
He's just so, like, wonderfully cheesy.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a bad guy. Look, I mean, this is a bad guy shit.
He's wearing a fucking leather jacket.
He had gloves on when he came in, like.
Everybody wants Hank Pym's approval. Oh, look, her natural hair.
Not wigged Evangeline Lilly.
What did you see in me?
I know what you mean.
All those years ago, you picked me.
Lost boy.
Just wants validation like Tony with Howard.
Because I saw too much of myself.
Yeah. Darren Cross would hit his wife.
Can confirm.
He knows he's baiting you. We have to call it off.
He didn't. There's no way.
How do you know that?
He might have been shrunken.
Where are you right now?
I'm at home. Why?
I just saw Hank. I still get nothing but contempt from him. And I'm tripling security.
Great. Good idea.
I'm so lucky to have you on my team.
I love you.
You're the only one that's nice to me.
He's adding full body scanners to all entrances and closing exterior vents. How are we gonna get Scott inside?
You can't add security to a water main.
I definitely don't feel like this brain is in Quantumania, but I don't remember a lot of the specifics.
I'm very curious about who Scott is later, because the ingenuity is strong.
Yeah, he feels like more than just a guy who they need to do Ant-Man physicality stuff.
Because cat burglars are smart like you'd need to be.
No way.
Thank you for the coffee, man.
3 wombats.
It's not too often that you rob a place and they get welcome back.
Are you sure they can handle this?
Oh, we can handle it. We're professionals.
Well, hey, everybody, just kick back and relax a little bit, man. We know our business. I let you. Well,
Tip Harris is talking to Michael Douglas in a Marvel movie right now.
They can handle this.
Yeah, we can handle it.
we're doomed.
Such a fascinating cast.
On your left side.
Damn. Whoa, that's so cool, bro.
This is gonna get weird, all right? There's no reason to be scared.
Oh, no, Daddy don't get scared.
Oh! This is the work of the gypsies.
That's amazing.
That was amazing.
Don't freak out. Look at your shoulder.
Get off!
I love when characters in movies do that. I'm just going to show you this. I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen.
I could just show you and freak you out inevitably because you will be.
I'm just glad that you might have a slight chance of maybe pulling this off.
Thank you, for that pep talk.
Good chemistry.
Get some sleep, Scott.
She's so hot in those few episodes I saw of Lost.
She's so hot when she doesn't have a bob from the 60s wig store on.
Goodbye, Cassie Wood. I'm doing this for you.
You're being recast soon. It's been nice to know you.
Dave?
Wheels on the ground.
Kurt? How is in this guy? Luis?
I'm good. I'm just excited. And plus, your girlfriend's really hot, so, that makes me nervous, too.
Oh, my Lord.
She's not... Hey, you know what? I was thinking of a tactic, like a whistling.
Don't whistle. No whistling. It's not the Andy Griffith show.
If you didn't know Michael Peña's other work, you'd think oh, this guy just does comedies.
Yeah, he's so end of watching shit. He's so serious.
Such an amazing dramatic actor. But that's why he's so good at this.
The wide-eyed comedy is exceptional.
Step up.
The ant sound design is smart. It adds a little extra, so you notice tiny details.
He's whistling. He's doing the whistle.
He's blending in. It's a small world.
Boss man said to secure the area, so...
I'm the boss.
And they established in this first scene that he can punch. I've never been knocked out. I guess my mid-30s is the time.
Yeah, I think concussions now won't affect you later, so you should get them now.
I already got my future taken care of.
Yeah, you're good.
And that fun espionage. Yeah, the ants are holding him, and the espionage music that has that 60s espionage flair.
Yeah, the ants with lights next to him to allow for there to be lighting.
This is the kind of music that you do here in the Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
Cheeto didn't do the score for this, did he?
I don't know how early he came on.
All right, let's fly, Anthony.
This is really clever and fun. All that training montage being paid off.
Pim's pulling up.
Heist stuff.
Got a Crown Vic right outside of here.
Is this his problem?
Yes, this is a problem.
Papanera Clarnamernamer. I don't remember what it's called, but I feel bad for this guy. Ow! Ow!
Looks like Pim's getting arrested.
Scott, we have problem.
Listen to me. If I don't get into this building, people will die.
Turns around, goes in.
Problem solved.
His
Rocks
character
well.
in many movies.
Yeah, rocks it well.
Well, how do I look? There he is. Just in time.
Even his innocuous stuff is so villainy. He really is just playing everything so big just in time. Points and watch.
You really did it.
And you only know the half of it, Hank.
The one ass.
Arriving in second position. Let's go! Proceeding to command position.
Yeah, this movie surprised a lot of people because I think the marketing for it made it look like a
full-on comedy.
Yeah, or like a lackluster experience comparatively, especially to come out right after Age of Ultron, which was so big. Might be the most like underrated like franchise outside of the third movie, but you know what I mean.
Let's go get him, buddy!
My hot take is that Ant-Man
beautiful.
and the Wasp is better than Ant-Man, though.
I don't remember it that well. I only saw it one time.
I like Goliath. I'm excited to watch that one.
Hello, Dr. Cross.
Mr. Carson introduced me to these fine gentlemen here, the representatives of Hydra. They're not what they were. They're doing some interesting work.
They're not what they were.
Doing some interesting work.
You tried to hide your technology, and now it's going to blow up in your face.
Large spill from my mouth.
I saw the punch coming a mile away, but I just figured it'd be all pathetic and weak.
He was a superhero.
Anybody home?
So fun. The rules of the Ant-Man stuff are great. It's also smart to make Pemtech yellow, so it adds like a vibrancy to it.
It was really cool to like see a lot of these environments from just as normal human-sized perspective, and then so much of the lavishness comes to life from being ant-sized, and you see all the little details, and,
And then that's a screw, like it gets to be
Yeah.
enormous. It must have been so hard to previs scaling everything.
It's like the beauty of the ants, the beauty of the visuals is really in the details, like the actual details of how all this is constructed.
There was a black guy that looked exactly like me who attacked us and put us in the back of this disgusting van.
Okay, I'm coming. Do not move. Go now. Wait. What do you mean, wait?
Right at the nick of time.
Oh, great double.
Hey, little guy.
What a fun fisheye giant shot.
I always suspected you had a suit stored away somewhere, which begs the question, who is the new Ant-Man? Scott Lang, the martyr.
That shot was also foreshadowing for MODOK when he's just a giant head.
Oh.
Soon that's all he'll be.
Exactly your kind of guy, Hank.
I don't think that was intentional this long ago, but it is clever.
He disappears magically. And now he brings me the Ant-Man suit.
Don't do this. If you sell to these men, it's going to be chaos.
It's not easy to successfully infiltrate an Avengers facility. Thankfully, word travels fast.
Oh, really?
They don't run on diesel. If you want the fuel, you'll have to come to me. You proud of me yet?
You can stop this, Darren.
You proud of me? It just
Just
asked
says
directly.
it.
Darren, what are you doing? It's the particles altering your brain chemistry.
I don't know. Seems like he's been a prick for a long time.
Pretty evil guy since we've met.
Wait. You're right. I have to be the one to do it.
Drop your gun.
She says that with her finger not on the trigger.
Safety measure.
But you were there.
You're sick and I can help you. Just
Now it's on the trigger.
She's now ready.
drop your gun now!
The subtext of that was ho.
Dad!
You shot Hank Pym.
That dude was just waiting for that punch.
Sometimes you gotta look at the punch in the face.
Take the suit off or I'll blow your brains out and peel it off.
That's smart.
Yoink.
We got a 1033 at Pimtech. Request immediate backup. Go.
These guys just abandon shit all the time. They're just.
Those cops are like, yeah, there's worse things at all times.
These cops are always being pulled.
Oh, man, what do I do?
Didn't even put handcuffs on them. Just had them on the ground.
It's a good point.
Make sure the helicopter's ready to take off.
We need to get him out of here.
Go get that suit.
Can't you use like ants to go in there and do surgery?
He's been training for this.
Awesome.
Cool. The micro is so pretty.
I don't remember this movie being this cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's a pretty cool movie. This movie's so much cooler than people give
I
credit
think
for.
each act gets better too. I think third act's better than the second, and much better than the first.
Yeah.
Because this is awesome.
They got the city destruction shit going on now.
So much they get to do with the scope and size.
Scotty! What are the good guys, man?
Yeah, we're the good guys, but we're not done yet. Get out of here before this place blows!
Hey! We're getting out of here!
We're the good guys.
You've got to find a way out of here and fast.
I'm not gonna die, and neither are you. It's not a keychain.
Love the fun Pym use.
Multiple shots fired!
Yes.
With the keychain.
And there's a tank.
Bad guys.
Damn, what a comfy looking helicopter.
We need a doctor!
My call. One of the most brutal losses in the MCU. Anthony.
They just killed him off so unceremoniously.
You know, they just shot him in the face
They
with a
should-
giant 20-foot bullet.
Wait a minute! Get out of that van! What? Get out of that van! It's too loud! There's a tank! I can't hear you!
It's too loud, it's a tank!
The windows!
Oh, here it comes.
Did you think you could stop the future with a heist?
Never just a heist.
Damn, they just endangered a shit ton of people.
So economical. Good aim, great vision.
He's fast.
Yeah, I got him. There he is. Go, 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 go!
I would definitely shrink in that scenario because less wind resistance. Pretty cool suit.
You gotta set her down somewhere.
It strangely avoids that weird feeling that some of the movies have of like, oh, it's just another Ant-Man suit with a more upgrade because
Yeah.
they've been talking about it since the very beginning of the movie.
And then we finally see it. It feels like a moment.
Yeah. Rather than, oh, this just happened.
Yeah. And it's got lasers. Like, it's got enough upgrades that feel offensive and different.
And it works because, like,
oh, this sequence.
Scott's felt protected.
I'm gonna disintegrate you!
Claim disintegration by the Cure.
Like, this isn't Edgar Wright scene. It has to be. The Cure, like that cue of that Asuri.
We're getting claimed like up the wazoo, so you guys probably can't hear the music
Yeah,
right
we're
now.
talking about the song. Ignore what's playing. So pretty. I mean, fair.
Well, it's like Scott's felt like safe because he's in the Ant-Man suit. Now it feels like he's in actual danger because of it. And it weirdly
It ups the stakes because there's two of them.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Freeze! Put your hands up!
Get him up!
How'd he catch up?
Scott? Paxton, you have to listen to me.
So close.
Turn around, take me back. There's something in that backyard that needs to be destroyed. In the bug zapper,
All units, we have a 236 in progress at 840 Winter Street.
Cassie!
I heard this was a later edition.
It's genius.
Tested well, and they're like, yep, we're putting the movie.
So scary.
Don't be scared. Let me help!
Don't move.
Let me help!
Not Cassie!
Who's got Cassie?
Nothing!
Hell yeah.
Are you a monster?
Do I look like a monster?
Yes.
I want my daddy!
There you are.
Daddy, is that you?
Hi, Peanut.
They have a lot of good reasons for him to unmask. They do it a lot, but it always works narratively. Cool.
Yeah, when they go from like normal to small in one shot, so impressive.
There you are.
And then they go from all these scales we're aware of to Quantumania, where everything's relative, and so size doesn't feel important to Ant-Man at all.
like that old west of the train robberies and stuff. So it's a cool, like, sort of homage in a way.
Yeah. Such funny use of IP. Like, it's so good. The most iconic train engine.
Scotty needs us, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna stop us. Back it up slow. Yeah. Back it up. All you gotta do is we just back it up, okay? Yep. Just back it up. No. Just back it up.
It's much easier to hit you if you were bigger. I agree.
Holy moly. It's suddenly so creepy.
It really is haunting. Full size.
They got like a actual. They built a real.
Yeah, that was intangible.
Yeah.
I hope that's in a museum somewhere.
Just how insignificant you are. I'm coming.
Human-sized ant, man. Woof.
That's a messed up looking dog.
Freeze! SFPD! It's titanium, you idiot! Get her out of here!
That all the trading.
Sorry, sweetheart. You have to help Daddy pay for his mistakes.
I'm gonna have to shrink between the molecules to get in there. I love you, Cassie.
Amazing.
Big old sacrifice. It all just
horrific.
Brutal. He gets squished the same way he squished others.
Daddy, where are you?
Oh no.
You would enter a reality.
Whoa, it's so trippy.
Trippy atmosphere of things. Man, what a real adventure we could have had.
60s psychedelic, tales to astonish. There was some flashes of Wasp.
This could have been like a mind bender.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And love. Gone forever.
Now he's just a concept.
Do they know what it was yet? Like with Quantumania, you think?
I think they'd planted
Quantum
seeds. Like, I thought that's where they were going to pull Fantastic Four from. I would have had them stuck in the negative zone from the 60s and then exploded them out. But at that point, they were going to do Secret Wars. But I would have hid Fantastic Four in here.
Cassie. What a horror realm it could.
And I would have had Annihilus be the thing that trapped them, and then have your first villain be what trapped them in the realm and pulled them out of a pre-existing continuity.
Oh.
Especially if it's the same director, because it was going to be Peyton Reed.
Woo! And then he instills hope.
I love you so much.
I love you too. So much.
She's just unconditionally loved him this whole movie.
There's a big hole in the roof.
She all right?
She's fine.
Mom.
She's fine. She's fine.
Aww.
Oh, that's
Little
so
Peter Pan
beautiful.
moment.
Yeah.
You don't remember anything.
Hank, I don't.
Well, I suppose the human mind just can't comprehend the experience. You got out. It's amazing.
I'll walk you.
That's so sad. All these years and realizing like there was a way.
Yeah, and she might have some sort of consciousness in there if he was able to.
Mysterious actress. The only photo he had of her face was hidden.
He doesn't want to think about her, so if he sees her, so it's like, I acknowledge her.
Yeah. Every photo, fucking hat covering her face.
Well, she had a black eye that day.
When did this happen?
Nothing's happening.
Something's kind of happening.
Well, if that's the case, shoot me again.
I don't know what you're doing grabbing and kissing me like that. I'm a little surprised myself. I have to get somewhere. Really hope.
You're full of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Scott, I met with my captain today, but I told him that you were processed correctly.
Really?
Well, yeah. Can't be sending Cassie's dad back to jail on a technical glitch, right?
Thank you for everything you do for Cassie.
This one I did for you.
Get a room. This is awkward. This is awkward.
I did my first cartwheel today.
What?
Yeah.
No, that can't be Cassie.
Yeah, it is.
This is a professional gymnast. There's no way that's...
That's her.
Boy.
I would never.
No. Pretty amazing, Peanut.
I would never.
Couldn't.
It's work. Yeah. Just give me the facts.
Just the facts.
Keep it simple.
No doubt. Okay.
The first mention of another insect hero right here.
There was just like abstract expressionism exhibit, but there was this one Rothko that was sublime, bro. Oh my God.
Luis.
Okay, sorry. I just, I just get excited and stuff. I met this crazy fine writer chick at the spot last night. Crazy stupid fine. And he goes up to the bartender and goes, "Look at the girl I'm with. Fine, right?" The bartender's all like, "Yeah, crazy stupid fine." Yo, I'm like a boss in the world of guerrilla journalism. That connects with the peeps behind the curtains, you know what I'm saying? You know what? I can't tell you who my contact is because he works with the Avengers. Like, he comes up to her and says, "Yo, I'm looking for this dude. Who you got?" She's like, "Well, we got everything nowadays. We got a guy who crawls up the walls. You gotta be more specific."
Oh, shit.
For a guy that shrinks. So I asked Ignacio, is it the badass to tell the stupefied writer chick to tell you, to tell me because that he's looking for him?
And? What'd he say?
He said yes.
Best recruiting to the Avengers scene ever. Adam McKay wrote this?
Yeah, I guess you got.
Wow, isn't that back in the day one?
We're skipping.
Wow.
I realized you can't destroy power. All you can do is make sure that it's in the right hands.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is an advanced prototype that your mother and I worked on together. She never got to use it, but now I realize that we were working on it for you. Maybe it's time we finished it.
Hot stuff.
It's about damn time.
And then now let's watch the scene from Captain America: Civil War.
Because we won't see that for another week.
Yeah. That's why they had so much Falcon in this movie.
You gotta remind us.
This would have been a lot easier a week ago. If we call Tony, he won't believe us. Even if he did, who knows if the Accords will let him help. We're on our own.
I remember all the theory videos on this.
Maybe not. I know a guy.
Oh, yeah.
That is like a really good scene.
It
to
really
tease.
is. 20 seconds, and it's like, what's going to happen?
That is a good 20 second.
Yeah.
Anyway, movie's way cooler than I remember. Funny, easy, breezy time. Forgot to put out questions today because we had to last minute shoot this.
Yep.
So it wasn't a forget. It was just,
scheduling.
So you can get the full reaction watch along at our Patreon. Coy, how you feeling?
You can also get teas like these, 15% off if you're
Yes,
a
you
patron,
can.
and they help the copyright battles that we have against the Avengers.
Yeah.
I remembered I liked it. I feel it's about where it had been, but it felt better. Like, it's still in the middle. It's still like, it's not in the top tier Marvel. It's not bad. It's a beautiful B. And that's how I remembered it. But like, I think with all the scrutiny of comic stuff, because we have so much more of it, a B is like an insult, and it's not. Like, it's okay for a movie to be a fun, good time. And that's what that was.
Yeah, I think it's a great time. Yeah, I would give it like a B+.
All right. Yeah, it's right in the middle for me. Like, just because there's so much that is top tier at this point in the MCU, I think it falls in the middle.
All right, fair enough.
I had a really fun time with it. I think the music is really solid. I think that it is inventive. I think it's probably got the most complicated previs of any Marvel movie yet. I'm really impressed with the practical versus special effects. I think it does a lot of bold things that are probably even more impressive if you actually know special effects.
Sure.
It's one of those movies where it's like, if you knew half of what was in every frame, you'd be like, this is everything.
Yeah.
But since I'm just a layman going like, shiny looks good, I got to enjoy that.
Yeah, that was amazing. I had a great time with it. I might put it higher than Age of Ultron.
Oh.
Personally.
Oh, it's right above Age of Ultron for me.
Yeah.
Like, it's in the middle, and Age of Ultron's like the top of the bottom for me. I think this is like... So yeah, they're pretty close though, because the Avengers elements and like the hammer and like the scenes in the farm and all those things keep that. I'd say they're pretty neck and neck. I'd say they're both about a B. Actually, I think it would depend on my mood if I wanted to watch something with like casual awesome, or if I wanted to be like, let's see some Marvel. Like, that'd be the difference.
Well, I feel like that one's kind of like an intermittent experience where this one starts off like, I don't really know about this, to then it just keeps getting better and better and better until right to the end. I'm like, this is like pretty great.
Each act is better than the last. I think this is the first Marvel movie I can confidently say
that's what I mean. Once you get to Act 2, each next scene starts becoming better. Like, that's what I mean. That's why I'm like, that's pretty impressive.
I'm leaving happier than I left Age of Ultron. But I think thinking of Age of Ultron scenes, it's a little bit more of like, whoa, Avengers, but there are more folly. Like, there's more problems with Age of Ultron than there is with Ant-Man.
A lot more to juggle. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for our Road to Doom. Thank you for being part of our Road to Doomsday journey. Next week, Captain America Civil War. Keep a lookout.